On the budget, just to follow up quickly on that, as you said, it will include a number of proposals for tax increases. What are Americans supposed to make of that, given that a number of Republican lawmakers have said that's already dead on arrival?
So I was saying this a little bit at the top, where when you look at the budget is a statement of the president's values. And if you think about the 81 million people who voted, they voted for a growing economy from the bottom up, the middle out. They voted for investing in America and lowering costs for families. They voted for protecting and strengthening Social Security and Medicare, and reducing the deficit by more than $2 trillion over 10 years by making the wealthy and the big corporation pay their fair share. When you look at that the last point that I just made, that is something that Americans believe in. And so that is what you're seeing when we're saying that we're going to, make sure that the wealthy pay their fair share. The ones who are the specific piece of the president's policy is the someone who makes more than $400,000. That's something that Americans believe, right? They think the wealthy and corporations should indeed pay their fair share. And so that's what you're going to see. This is nothing new. This is something the president has spoken to many times, and we see support for that.
Understood. But, given that the president has talked about the importance of bipartisanship, he is now dealing with a divided Congress. There doesn't seem to be anything in those tax increases that are an olive branch. Should people see this within the broader context of 2024?
I get, and you're right, the president believes in working in a bipartisan way. That's why he's been very clear. If Republicans in Congress want to work with the president on lowering costs, right? This is something that they ran on during the midterms, how they want to move forward in that way. The president's going to work with them. If they want to talk to the president about how we're going to reduce the deficit, he's willing to have that conversation, but that's not what they're putting forth. And the president's going to fight for those things, right? It's those programs that they've been talking about cutting, Social Security and Medicare. The president's not going to allow that on his watch.